Good morning, Mike from the Fulcrum here. As always, sometimes the weather interferes with what our plans are going to be for the day. I was going to go out and shoot some video out down one of the local trails, sort of document the changing seasons around here. But rain, so next best thing. Nice big cup of tea, and talk to you about something else. Our days don't always go the way we want. Sometimes we wake up in the morning and before we even open our eyes, it's a downer. But what I've always found is that the secret is to have a good playlist. Crank the tunes on before you even put your slippers on. That's what I do. There's been a lot of studies to back this up. Like, music is like the universal language. It's a huge ability to evoke all kinds of emotions. For example, you listen to very operatic, depressing music and it brings people to tears. Really uplifting music. Sometimes you get watching like gospel singers. It just completely uplifts you no matter how bad you're feeling. You know, rock and roll, you get in the car and you crank the tunes, your foot goes down. We're all guilty of that. Your favorite love song that you used to play when you're with somebody evokes memories of how it was back in the day. So it's not just a run-of-the-mill thing. This is an actual physical, physiological reaction to music. The idea of music can affect our mood is not a new one. It goes back to ancient times. For example, like drumming. The idea that drumming mimics the human heart, and increasing the rate of the drumming increases your natural heart rate. We've all been in clubs where the music was so loud you could actually feel it banging in your chest. And it's like a physical reaction. It's not our imagination. Uplifting music in particular characterizes its ability to upraise our spirits, increases our energy levels, and evokes feelings of happiness and positivity. The same way that an opera tune in reverse can often bring people to tears with the emotion of it all. It's accomplished by triggering a complex interplay of all kinds of physical and psychological responses in our brains and bodies. One way music affects us is its ability to release neurotransmitters like dopamine. Dopamine's been known as the feel-good hormone. It plays a crucial role in the brain's reward and punishment system. When we listen to music we find uplifting, it increases dopamine, creating a sense of pleasure and reward. Journal Nature of Neuroscience in 2013 found out that people listening to music that they considered pleasurable, it led to the least of increased dopamine levels in the brain. This suggests that music does have a direct relationship to our brain's reward system and how we feel, our general sense of well-being. On top of that, it affects the other part of the body's and the brain's reaction to stress. It's been found that listening to uplifting music also lowers your cortisol levels, which tend to increase when you're in stressful situations. They did a study at McGill University and found out that music that participants found enjoyable and relaxing reduced their levels of cortisol in a measurable way. On top of all that, they found that music can affect you on a cognitive level. So it means, I guess, if you crank your favorite tunes, you become smarter for the 3 minutes and 27 seconds that it lasts. So the importance of having a long playlist if you want to get anything done is probably very important. There was a study by a journal called Psychology of Music in 2017. They found listening to music had a positive emotional tone can improve your memory performance. They found that participants listening to uplifting music before and after, the ones that listened to the uplifting music had higher memory scores than those that didn't. Furthermore, they say that uplifting music can also increase your alertness and focus. So I guess if you're going to, in a situation where you're going to have to take a test or write an exam, put on the power ballads before you go in. It may not increase your mark, but you certainly feel better before you go in. I know listening to music has a huge effect on my own mood and performance levels. I know when I go to the gym and it's one of those days where I really don't feel like going, like leg day, or maybe pushing it too hard earlier on in the week and still a little bit sore. I don't want to hop on the bike because maybe I did a 40K 2 days before. Just not feeling it, but I have my Bluetooth speaker on the bike and I crank up the tunes and away I go. Within 10 minutes, I'm feeling on top of the world. So next time you're feeling down, stressed, just not with it, consider turning up the uplifting tunes. Let it resonate with you and let the music carry you around. After all, in the words of Friedrich Nietzsche, of God is Dead fame, he said, without music, life would be a mistake. And I have to agree with him. I can't imagine living in a world without music. So, crank those tunes. You got a good excuse now. As always, stay curious, breathe deep, think clearly, and enjoy each day. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Good morning, Mike from the Fulcrum here. As always, sometimes the weather interferes with what our plans are going to be for the day. I was going to go out and shoot some video out down one of the local trails, sort of document the changing seasons around here. But rain, so next best thing. Nice big cup of tea, and talk to you about something else.